Good evening to you too, that it's been a very strange week, honestly. I will get into that in a bit. I would like to talk about more philosophy stuff today, particularly about Nietzsche. I'd love to talk about mental health, like a little bit more related to ADHD, and maybe like we can talk about stuff that like pops in my head as we come along. But for now, let's quickly refresh and remember what's happened. So we've left off basically at a point where there is this type of figure, it seems, that has staged all of these deaths from these pretty despicable people that have committed pretty despicable crimes, and has kind of made it look like they have ended their own lives and written a sort of letter explaining their crimes. As it is now, we have to go to Jaspar, and that is where we'll be able to understand and kind of decode the secret behind the mysterious messages in each letter we've read thus far. Of course I'm gonna steal this spoiled bread and all of that. There's so much free meat here, it'd be a crime not to. Gotta distribute that to the people in Ark, you know? Fermented goat milk, wow, this person's got it all. Well, that's grim, they really didn't get much at all, to be honest. Yikes. Anyways. I'm thrashing skulls around here. I think it's time for me to leave. Of course I'll help myself to some wine. Gotta drink a little bit for the road. Okay. So let's quickly see Jaspar, talk with him, and then we'll start to get right into everything that I'd love to talk about. Especially like the weird stuff and the really cool things that's happened this week, and a really nice streamer I watched yesterday. Okay. It's all coming back to me. I'm back in the Enderal mode, yo. Oh, by the way, visuals should be fixed by now. I mentioned this in my previous stream, so if you haven't watched that, like now you know, I guess. Basically, what's happened is that the Wi-Fi was the issue, so it wasn't necessarily my specs that were the issue. I did make them even better, because I love to really, really obsessively fix things as much as I can. But I'm sorry for today. You'll really love them. They're such a funny streamer. I'll get into that later. I need to talk to my boy Jaspar. I need to see what he's been up to, you know. He's the only one I haven't alienated. Well, I guess Tito Ranthiel sticks with me because I seem to be nice to him, unfortunately. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's Jaspar Adal Varick. Good evening, sir. I will change my outfit into a more cool outfit in a bit, but for now, this is what you'll get. You're awfully quiet. Really? You got nothing to say about my outfit? Nothing?
You? Why are you here?
I was looking for you. Are you okay? You seem a little rattled. I thought you'd at least like laugh at what I was wearing.
What? No. Don't worry about it. I just needed some air. You know, I've had this question in my head for quite some time now, and I can't figure out the answer to it.
Tell me, maybe I can help you.
Okay. Imagine a girl. Ever since she was a child, she's been abused by her father. Beaten, in other words. She grows to be a woman, and eventually her father dies. Then she falls in love with a man who has a lot of similarities with her father. She doesn't know why she loves him, but she does. And though it all seems nice in the beginning, he becomes more and more aggressive, starts screaming at her for no reason, until one day he too grabs the cane she knows all too well. Now, the question. On a very conceptual level, who is responsible for the situation the woman's in? Her companion because he abuses her? The woman herself because she unconsciously picked a man similar to her father? Or her father because he was the one who beat her in the first place?
Okay. I would say, in my opinion, it is the father, right? Like obviously it's me speaking. Dorian probably doesn't give a shit. He'll just say some stuff. Oh God, do I have to give an evil answer? This is the part where role-playing as an evil person hurts. Um, I do want to say that, in my opinion, it's the father who's at fault here. Of course, there is. I was exploring this. I'm a writer, you know. Hey, in case you didn't know that. I was exploring this in a piece I was writing about the cycle of abuse. And specifically in that, there is a pattern in which someone who was abused in their youth will then take those unhealthy patterns, I guess, and instill that on their child in some cases. Whilst it could be said that the father maybe was abused and he is also the product of whatever, the fact stands that in this particular scenario with the information we're given, the father is at fault because he is the one that's abused her. He has then caused such distress into the woman's mind that she sees what a relationship is supposed to be because she uses her father, and let's say it's like a straight relationship, and mother as the example. So that is what love feels like to this woman, and that would naturally mean why she'd be attracted to someone who shows these similarities because it's what she's used to. It's really unfortunate that this happens, and the fact that her partner beats her isn't her fault. It's not necessarily her fault that she's chosen a partner that sort of emanates the similarities with her father. It's an unfortunate product of her father being a bad example and abusive. Gosh, sorry, it's a passionate topic to me. It's an important one. So, I want to fucking clarify so hard that I do not agree with what I'm saying here. I do not think it's her fault at all. But because Dorian's a bit of a bitch,
But can you ever
Dorian's
just
gonna
get
say
over your
this.
past?
I
Is that
do
even
not
a
agree with it
conscious
at
decision?
all.
I don't know.
Oh God, I'm so sorry to hear that for today. I know some too, and it's despicable. But gosh, that aside, let's go to this awkward conversation. Imagine Jaspar just wanted to have like a casual question, and I'm actually talking to him and I lose my shit. He just have to endure me like screaming at him for 10 minutes. Jesus Christ. Anyways, it's Dorian, my dude. Any particular reason you're thinking about this?
No particular reason, I suppose. Anyway, you said you were looking for me. What's wrong?
Oh, well, there's something I need to tell you, there's been a lot of weird murders with, like, these black stones and stuff, and there's this strange kind of, like, riddle. I don't know, I thought maybe you could help me out.
What, so the Archmagister really believes we Delverics owned one of those stones? I would have known that. Believe me, I've snuck inside our manor's treasure chamber more than once, and there was no black stone whatsoever.
What? What about this package? You know, the murders? How can you make sense of that?
Not in the least, no. Setting aside the fact that what you're describing is bloody spooky, I don't have the slightest idea who might have an interest in sending me on this morbid paper chase through Ark. Either whoever did this is mistaking me for someone else, or we're dealing with a seriously disturbed individual.
Well, if you believe those confession letters, I suppose, all of these murder victims were criminals. If you ask me, the whole thing looks like some kind of revenge act.
Yeah, I already suspected as much. But still, it doesn't change the fact that I have no idea who might be behind this.
Chamomile tea
And
today
why
in my
he sent
holy
me
crab
this
cup.
package and not, for example, the Ark Guard.
Alright, I see. So what about the cipher at the end of each of the letters? Any ideas to what that might mean?
No, none. That's... Wait.
I told you, just
Did you show me
Spark
those
know
letters
what's
again?
up.
Idle-wise hermit, that's...
Oh hey, looks like we've got another person
No, that's
watching.
not
Welcome.
possible.
What? Why is that impossible?
These fragments, if you combine all of them, they make a sentence.
I told you it was
Knock,
not
who's
the
there?
first word.
Come in alone, if only you dare.
I mean, I figured out that much. What's that supposed to mean?
But no, that doesn't make sense. I know that phrase from my childhood. Adela and me, it was our code. when we snuck out of the house to go on one of our expeditions.
Oh no, that's a bad sign, guys, isn't it? I think we're gonna deal with a pretty emotionally charged quest here. It looks like the person that's behind this evil paper chase is his sister that he's lost contact with. Your sister? So you're saying she's behind all this?
Yes, but no, that just doesn't make sense. The dealer's an apothecarian, not a goddamn assassin. You said one of the corpses you found was a hired killer. How in blazes could my sister kill someone like that?
Oh, bless him.
Why?
The Black Stone, it just adds up, Jaspar. If she found it, the High Ones could have driven her to kill these people. And also the power to boot.
Oh, come on, that's just bullshit. Even if the stone somehow gave her the power to do this, a dealer wouldn't hurt a fly. Come on, I'll prove it to you. Meet me in Duneville. I'll take you to our hideout.
Alright, Jaspar, if you say so. Yeah, so that's not looking great, honestly. It looks like we are going to have to confront his sister, and from what we've heard about the Black Stones, it would have had a really disturbing effect on her mind. In fairness, to be fair, the people that she's killed, she was completely justified in doing so. If you recall, last week, she killed a slave trader, she killed a human trafficker, and she killed, I guess, an assassin. I can't remember the exact, nuance behind her assassinry, but an assassin was part of that too. I don't know, let me know your thoughts on murder, I guess. Do you condone murder? Do you think it's justified? Or do you always think that you should never kill anyone, ever? It does kind of tie in what we were talking about last week in, well, obviously not on something on such a big scope as, slavery and human trafficking. That's horrific and unforgivable. But on the smaller scope, let's say you're a really shitty person. Yes. Like we said last week, you should take accountability and you can improve and you can choose to be a better person, but you shouldn't expect the people you've hurt to forgive you.
My sir?
Yeah, the people she killed deserve to die, but she was unnecessarily sadistic. That is 100% true. She was quite brutal. I need a flight.
Sure. Where to?
Duneville, thank you. That is true, she was quite sadistic. If you remember, there was, she killed someone in acid. I think she let someone get eaten to death by rats. And she let someone who was quite, glutinous, shall we say, as a sin, get stuck in a cage and surround that person around lots of food and let them starve to death while looking at food. It's a little bit fucked up, it is quite. I think that's the moral dilemma though in this situation. They're saying, I think the game, at least the devs, they allow you to have your own interpretation of these types of things, but specifically they're allowing you to say, I agree that she murdered those people, but it is concerning that she did it in a sadistic way. And that kind of gives you a bit of foreshadowing to how this quest might go. A message for me? How thoughtful, oh my god. I don't get mail. Said no one ever. I hate getting mail so much. If someone actually likes getting mail, I respect that energy. That is not me though. Okay. Run fast and jump. Jump high and wide, run endlessly like the wind, if you aim to reach the top of my towerlet. Waver and you shall fall down. But shun the rope, indeed, it could not bear a butterball such as you. Use the wood with caution, for it should still support you. Maxus Tabacus. Tabachus? I'm not sure. What was that? Cryptic. Unique. I'm not sure what it was. Jaspar? Are you there? Hold on, let's pop a... Okay, I'm guessing that that's just what happened and Dorian doesn't know what's going on either. I suppose I need to find maybe Jaspar in the tavern or something? while we look for Jaspar then, I just wanted to finally start talking about the things I introduced in the beginning of the stream as the topics. The first of them is the week I've had. This week has been so strange because I had a bit of like a sad instance where there were some kind of like unkind people like interacting with me and things like that. And that was most of the interaction I was having with online people, so it kind of made me a little bummed out, honestly.
Just make no trouble.
But I've had such a wonderful sort of change of events in the past 2 days, actually. I watched a really cool stream last night. I believe they're called Coop on Twitch, and their streamer name is Simply Snaps. So funny. You should check them out for sure.
There you are. Our old
Alright,
manor's in the
hold on.
desert, a few miles to the northwest from Unveiled. It's quite a march, but doable.
Alright. We interrupt my talking with Jaspar's talking. No? Jaspar, is it okay if I rant to myself and you ignore me? Cool, thanks dude. Alright. So we have to go to his estate. Alright. It's a bit of a trek, but we'll get there. But basically, yeah, like their stream was hilarious. I love popping in streams and just saying hi and people losing their shit about my weird ass name. Yeah, I definitely would recommend them. They were so kind to give me a shout out, and basically, like, they're great. They're super funny. They're also really, like, eloquent. Oh, thank you so much for the... I love your name, Bumhole and Gravy. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, they're really concise, they're really interesting, and they're also a speedrunner. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out their stuff. One thing I actually wanted to kind of gush about... You make a horrible noise, man. Oh no, I don't want to kill you. No! It didn't have to end this way. Ooh, that's so terrible. They sound like they're in so much pain. I will take their meat because I am a carnivore. Let's just go. But yeah, basically, I was kind of at a point where, like, I was interacting with quite negative people, so yesterday was such a positive experience, and reaffirmed the things I talked about previously in the Hollow Knight stream, of wanting to stream to be a more fully realized person, to kind of get to know more about myself and hang out with like-minded and interesting individuals. So there you have it. I guess I did put it out of its misery. It sounded like it was in quite a bit of pain. I don't know what I should call you. Should I call you Bumhole and Gravy or just Gravy or something? Oh, I can finally survive these guys. Oh god, that's not much damage I'm doing there. Okay, I've been poisoned. I can poison you, I guess. I don't know how effective it'd be. Yeah, Jaspar's got it. Oh, I love streaming, don't worry for today. It's just a lot of fun. It's like there. Do you regret your stream name? What made you, like, inspired to choose it? I think I'll vary it then. Gravy, or should I say Bumhole and Gravy? That's a great one. You know, Jaspar is pretty solid. He's got his stuff. Whoa. Never mind, I guess. No, go to Jaspar, I'm not very interesting. Go away. Oh, I can kill him in one shot. Okay, we're good. Oh, I don't like your hometown, Jaspar. Everything wants to kill me. Oh god. Come on, get up, dude. It really is. Okay, we're good. A bit of food. Oh, I've been told I have a really unique accent, actually. It's completely distorted. It has like 3 different countries mixed into one. Let's see. I need to eat meat because I've decided I only do that. There we go. When I was little, my name was too young to play 18s. Seemed like a natural progression. I mean, hey, that's a much better username I would have chosen than I would have chosen when I was little. Oh. This looks like werewolf time soon. Oh, 1 second, guys. I've got to be in full focus mode. We've got a couple of marauders here. Oh, I'll come for you. Archer against archer, my favorite dynamic. Oh yeah, we're in an archer off. You're stuck in a tree? Thank you. Please be stuck in the tree. Jaspar. Jaspar is just standing there. He's angry that I'm not carrying my weight in these fights. Aw, he's got it. Oh wow, that is some dynamic fighting. We don't, well, human flesh, Jesus Christ, my cannibal days are back, I guess. Alright, one more guy and then I can be back and attentive again. Where is he? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go.
Now a good pipe.
Alright, so let me see what I've missed in the chat then. Oh, okay, so there's, interesting. Yeah, like, the Scandinavian one's not far off, actually. Unfortunately, I've got a weird UK twang now. I grew up, speaking different languages. English is my third language I speak. So there's a few mixes in there. Scandinavian is one of them. The Latina thing, I have Spanish ancestry, but that's like a little further in the past. So thank you for your interest, everyone. It is a strange mix. My family's from a bit everywhere.
Nothing left but rubble. A wise Herman, how long has it been since I was last here?
I gotta take the piss out of the Brits. I say it with love. Alright, so now we're gonna accompany Jaspar to his hideout. He wasn't lying when he said his place was burned to the ground, huh? Where's everyone from today, I guess? Where are you guys watching from? If you're not comfortable with sharing, obviously you don't need to. Oh, Gravy, I'm sorry. I say it with affection. I like to take the piss, as the Brits say. Oh my god, I've got all the British English people. I'm really choosing the demographic to be sassy to. That is incredible. I'm just gonna be completely blasé about the lions that I'm encountering and the lioness. Fantastic. A lot of meat, I guess, for Dorian. I'm not gonna complain. Huh. We've been pretty good with trying to balance it. I think we're not too squishy anymore, but the stamina's not that useful anymore. I'll just go for more health. Oh cool, someone from Manchester. I haven't met anyone from Manchester before.
Cards. They must belong to prospectors. That means someone has found our little cave since then. Seems no secret can stay secret forever.
Unfortunately not, Jaspar.
Anyway, let's go on in. I'll prove to you this is all nonsense.
Denial is one of the first stages of grief. One thing that's quite funny is that my brother moved to Wales, and obviously he has a strange hybrid accent like the rest of us. But the weird thing is now he speaks with a Welsh twang. It's incredible. One of my British friends genuinely thought he was Welsh. Okay, so this is going to be highly unpleasant again. They are taunting me and I feel angry. It's working. Stop hurting Jaspar, I need him to tank my hits. Well. Alright, we'll be fine. They're just kind of surprised that he fell down. They're leaving me alone. Nope. There we go. Everything's going exactly according to plan. Okay. Go on, get up. Oh, is it? Like, is Wales... I've not been to many places in Wales.
If these are running free here, I suppose there's not much left of the diggers.
Where are they coming from? Is there a crypt nearby?
Farther down, yeah. It belonged to an old landlord.
I
When
will
Adela and I
send
came here, we
your
always made sure the
condolences
gates
then.
stayed shut. But someone must have opened it. Or maybe the Red Madness awakened the corpses and they did it themselves. Poor sods.
I do love the sheep shagger jokes, though. He does kind of live in the middle of fucking nowhere. So, it's definitely a pretty small place. I think I was talking to another Welsh person I knew, and she had the funniest thing. She said, he lives in fucking, and then like the name of the place, that's in the middle of piss nowhere. And it made my day. A massive farm, they all shag sheep. Yes, sheep shaggers. I'd like for you to all enjoy the first time I've mined something in the game. And I'm level what? Let's check. Yep, I'm level 23 and this is the first time I've like mined something, I suppose. Let's see. We don't need any of that. Sorry guys for your untimely death. Alright, so let's talk about one of the things that I said that I'd love to talk about. I guess, does anyone have a preference? Are we in a Nietzsche philosophy mood? Are we more in like a crazy brain shenanigans ADHD type of mood? I'm following you, come on. Gosh, Jaspar doesn't get it. When you're like the person that's leading, you've got to keep running. He's not learning and not taking notes from Dorian. Oh my god, Gravy, you won't believe it. I genuinely only found out about the whole pickaxe thing last year. I played Skyrim for years and I only knew about that last year. Alright, we've got ADHD mood. What would you like to talk about? Okay, since there's slightly more weight for the ADHD thing, let's go with the ADHD thing after this encounter, because I think Jaspar is going to say something.
Up ahead. That's the clearing where Adela and I always went. If someone's waiting for us, then it'll be there.
Alright, good. Well, what's your plan? Like, you know, we've really got to think about this. We're dealing with someone that has the influence of a black stone, for fuck's sake.
I don't think we should go down together. If Adela really is waiting down there, and I'm still not sure she is, I'm pretty confident she wants me to come alone, as our code said. So I suggest you stay hidden and cover my back.
Alright, so I just want to really reiterate that we are talking about a serial killer here, Jaspar. Someone who has the might of a black stone. I don't want to make you feel upset, but she's not here to just talk.
Well, truth be told, I think that if it is her, then it is talking that she's after. Remember when I told you that I've been worried about her for quite some time now? Back on the ship. What I'm saying is, if she really wanted to kill me, she could have already done it.
It is tea, Gravy.
All this morbid
chamomile
paper
tea,
chase,
and my cup
I think she
says,
wants to tell me
holy
something,
crap, because I'm
which is why
so
it's
cool.
so important for me to go
I don't
alone.
think you
Who
can
knows
see
what
it.
she'd think if I showed up with someone else?
That's too risky, dude. I don't care. I'm coming with you.
Look, I appreciate your concern, but this is my cave, and my sister we're talking about here. So we'll do this my
Okay.
way, or we won't do it at all. Just stay alert, and keep your weapon drawn if it makes you feel better. But I have to go down there by myself.
Alright, alright.
You see that
Don't say I didn't
platform
warn
overhead?
ya.
This will get me down to the pit. You should take the path through the crypt, just down that tunnel a few steps back from here. Then stay hidden.
I'll stay hidden.
This is
I'll stay
all just a
hidden.
misunderstanding, I'm sure of it.
Alright, Jaspar, you do your thing then. Alright, then let's choose the ADHD thing. Yo. Holy crap, dude. Absolutely. I love the crab solidarity here. Like, genuinely, if I'm in a really bad mood or I need like a little pick-me-up, I will listen to Crab Rave. I have basically no like pop culture awareness, but Crab Rave, that's my thing. Oh, okay, hold on. I think I want to do overkill. I'm gonna do overkill. Let's mess up with these unfortunate souls. You are dead. Everyone is dead. Haha. I love turning into a werewolf and demolishing everything. Oh, you guys are scared of me? You should be. I'm a freaking werewolf. Okay, I'm actually a bit concerned now. Oh, yep, this is where my unfortunately terrible gaming skills will get me in trouble. Oopsies. Okay, I can be smart. Or I can fall down and mess everything up. That works too. Okay, one down, one down. We've got 3 guys. Yep, okay, no, okay, yep. Oh, this is kind of working. They're kind of dumbfounded by my weird strategy. I will turn back soon, I can feel it in my bones. I hope you enjoy the sound of werewolf. Oh, I'm a real life werewolf. Go on then, do you howl at the moon? I think many things. Come on. Okay, you're a bastard to kill. I will quickly finish you off. Okay, I just need to tank it, I need to tank it, I can do it. Boom. Tank. Oh, wait. Oh, I really can do this. I feel like I got this now. Hold up. Yeah, I'll just tank it again, we're good. Oh, there we go. Thinking can be an issue in your streams, be careful. The worst part is that I was like, what do you mean? And then I was like, okie dokie. I love, like, some of my close friends, when I say, oh, let me think, they're like, oh no, that's dangerous. And that is rude, but it's true. Okie dokie. If you may not have gathered at this point, I have the ADHD. I actually recently found out this year. Okay, thank you so much, game, for that. I really appreciate you doing that right as I got into an encounter that's quite dangerous and I am not wearing any armor. Thank you so much. Okay. These guys are so strong and I am so weak because I am literally wearing absolutely no armor. I need to find a sniping spot. Okay. Alright, sniping spot needs to be found. I need to heal up, find a sniping spot, and we'll deal with those guys, no problem. And Jaspar can still be in denial about his sister, it will be fine. I don't know, like, that's actually something I wanted to talk about, Gravy. No one in my life realized, to be fair, so, like, that's a fair thing to say, actually. I didn't realize until this year because I was in such denial about it. Are you gonna leave me alone? I'm just gonna leave and I'll come back. I always was under the impression that people with ADHD I do apologize. I know it is a stereotype, and I don't mean any offense by it. But I was always under the impression that people with ADHD were really like hyperactive, you know, like the poster boy with ADHD that's like jumping on the tables and being super loud and stuff like that. Oh, no. I now realize that it's a lot more complex, and I was really misinformed last time. One thing that was really interesting is that it's not that you have a deficit of attention, but issues regulating attention. And that makes so much sense. It's that, like, that's why I can do things like hyperfocus and get very invested in what I'm doing and even, like, very productive at times, because I unfortunately or fortunately can't shift gears and I can't shift my attention. I'm so deeply focused in one thing. Yeah, right? It's always portrayed as like the really hyperactive, very like loud sort of person type of thing. Just to open up, I have something that's called, basically, I'll give a bit more context. ADHD has sort of three sort of subsets. You get either inattention, you get hyperactivity and impulsivity as one thing, or you get a combined type. So that means you have inattention and also hyperactivity and impulsivity. Oh, God. Oh, that did not go so well for me. It's okay. There we go. Icon. This is gonna go very well now, I feel it. But yeah, like, there are three different subsets for it, and what I have is basically the primarily inattention bit. So I'm not necessarily someone that gets as like restless and like I need to like be like, you know, like having, I think it's called like stimming, where it's basically a way to like kind of keep yourself engaged, like stimulation basically. For some people you'll see them like maybe twirling a pen or like tapping their knee. That's not my thing. I get lost in thought, I suppose. It's more the thing where you're kind of like, the things you'd say is like, oh, the daydreamer, the space cadet, things like that. And one thing that is really interesting is that I didn't realize just how much it impacted my life. Oh, I can tank that. Next time I'm gonna make a mage that has entropy skills and also uses an archery skill. Oh, okay, I like that you can stagger me, but I'll stagger you too then. Oh, you constantly tap then. Oh shit, wait. Whoa. Hold the phone. Are you saying that you have ADHD too for today? That's incredible. Wait, like I've gotta see your reply. Yes. Oh my god. A lot of my friends, what's very interesting is that recently I was having a discussion with my friends about mental health. And incredibly, after I talked about my diagnosis, two of my friends also have ADHD. It's kind of strange, but it kind of makes sense because I suppose we have like an understanding of how each other's brains work even. So like, let's say my friend is saying something and she gets distracted by something and doesn't remember what she's saying. I'm distracted too, so I understand, I guess. I'm playing a game while I watch the stream because I cannot watch something right now. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, there'll be things where I'll, for example, be playing a video game, having the radio on, and then like occasionally scrolling through social media. It's horrifying. I thought it would be really interesting to talk about, specifically because there is a lot of misinformation and stigma behind it. Like, it was rather dismissive of me, honestly. I'd be like, oh, I can't possibly have that because I get good grades. I can't possibly have it because I can, like, sometimes do things when it really counts. But that's like a harmful thing to have as like a thought, you know? Especially since apparently it can also affect a lot of things with like self-esteem, because these individuals find it difficult to focus. They might then think of themselves as incapable or unworthy, and that can be really harmful.
So you came. I have to admit, I didn't expect that.
Oh no.
Adela, so it's true. What is this? Why am I here? And what did you do to that man?
Still as forgetful as you were back then, aren't you, brother? To the circle, now!
She is not happy. I'll finish off this little conversation in a bit.
On your knees!
Oh, hello, looks like we got another
Now
viewer.
look at him, Jaspar.
Welcome.
Look at him carefully.
We've just got a little emotional cutscene, so I'm going to be a little bit quiet for now.
By the name of the sun.
The man who killed our family. Correct.
Oh.
You should have seen it. How he screamed and begged for mercy.
The sadism is definitely
But
present,
I'm afraid
unfortunately.
I've got bad news for you, Valencio. Never again. I'll make sure that you never again hurt anyone. And I'll enjoy it. Just as I'll enjoy what I'll do to all those who are up next.
Adela, please. This is ridiculous. You have no idea what you're saying, let alone what you're doing. Please, just...
I know damn well what I'm doing. Better than I ever did. I'll continue where Father had to stop. And I'll make them all pay. All these bastards who think they are above justice. I should have known you wouldn't understand. Just look at you, staring
Oh gosh,
into
this
space
is not
and
gonna
asking
end
all
well.
these stupid questions. But you know what? I'm not here to justify myself. I'm here because I think that despite all you did, despite all you became, you deserve to witness justice as much as I do. To see this bastard pay for what he's done. And believe me, I will not make it quick.
Ooh, that's the issue, Adela. Like, I can respect your intent to a certain extent, but...
And it's really true.
You know of the stone?
Yes. Yes, listen to
Oh
me, Adela.
god, this is
Whatever
heart-wrenching.
you've done over the past months, you didn't do it of your own free will. The stone,
Ooh, that might not be
it's
a
evil,
good
and
way
it
to
controls
say
you.
that, Jaspar.
What is this, Jaspar? One of your brilliant jokes? We Dolpharics have had this stone for generations. Father, he lived this calling, but he failed to see what the stone really was. A gift of fate. A means for us to carry out our destiny.
Place your bets. How do you think this is
bring
gonna end?
justice to a world where there is none. But I saw, and I will use it.
No, you're seeing this wrong. The stone, it's cursed. It wants you to... Shit, damn it, I just don't know what to say.
Surprise, Jaspar. You never did. But it doesn't matter now. Go, Jaspar.
Just
I've
go,
changed my
Jaspar.
mind.
We'll have to take
I
care of
got
her.
sentimental. Thought I owed you this, but I really don't. You don't
Probably with
understand
some
me,
dead
just
bodies.
as you never understood
Yeah.
Father. And listening to
That
you
does look
makes
like
me
how it's gonna
remember why
go.
I kept away from you all these years. Just look at what you've become, running around and working for the kind of people Father tried to bring down. Treasure hunter. You're a thug. You might as well just as spit on Father's grave.
Yeah, you know. All right.
Oh
This is
god,
getting
Jaspar, why can't I
You obviously
interfere?
think you
I'm
know
trying to
what
be
you're
respectful of our friendship, but this
Which
is
is
really
why
not great.
You'll now give me the stone. Before it'll make you do something you'd regret.
Now he's threatening her. What a genius.
The black stone. You'll give it to me. Something bad's about to happen, and without it, we won't be able to stop it. You can keep doing whatever it is that you do, but you'll have to do it without magic. I'm sorry if this isn't what you wanted to hear.
So, this is why you really came. You want the stone
Oh
for
god,
yourself?
of course she's gonna
Or did they
misunderstand. This is
pay you
painful
just
to
far,
watch.
huh?
What? No.
Go.
She still has humanity. Go,
Adela,
dude. Go.
Go!
Just go.
As you wish.
Oh, thank god.
I'm sorry.
Taylor gonna superhero land through the roof and save everyone. I would. Oh my god. Pay money to watch that? Jesus Christ. Well, that's a turn of events. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna save, because I suck. And if I suck, I can just sneak attack kill her. So if this encounter doesn't go well, I'll be fine.
What? Who are you?
Like, what did you do? You killed him? Like, I don't know if you're thinking straight, Adila, honestly. Surprise! I'm Dorian. I was supposed to not interfere, so, you know, maybe you can respect that.
I know. You damn fool, Jaspar. You bloody damn fool. I guess I should have known he wouldn't have come alone. He always had a problem with following instructions.
Oh,
So
no.
you are what? His sidekick? What will you do?
I
Follow?
will.
I have to warn you, that's a bad idea.
Jaspar, his dead corpse is right there for today. It is a grim turn of events. But I guess Dorian will avenge him. I think the evil thing that Dorian could do is to let her loose. So,
The stone, of course.
Teeler around on his
of all the things
lectures.
I
Gotta
expected to
respect the
happen,
man's desire to
this never even
speak.
crossed my mind. A speech, maybe. Some philosophical bullshit about why I shouldn't kill Valenzio. Or some excuse why he didn't give a shit for me all those years. But no, even better. He doesn't give a damn about me. He came, yes, but because of the stone. Because some fucking snob hired him to get it from me. By the gods, what an idiot I was to believe otherwise for even a second. I don't know you, but if my brother showed you this place, he trusted you. And that means something. So I'll let you go. But if you make even one wrong
She's
move,
gonna let me
I
go.
will crush you.
What?
And believe me, I am not joking.
You really will actually let me go? I have to get the stone, don't I? Okay, fine. I can't leave without the stone. I'll be violent if I have to. Hand it over, or I will, like, force you to, I
The
suppose.
greater good. Sure. Don't say I didn't give you a choice.
I would have taken that choice, honestly. Oh, damn, that is werewolf time. Wait, paralysis pose? Come on, paralysis, paralysis. Poison, poison, invisibility. Nice music, I'm feeling it. Incredible, high stakes, high tension. Take your bets. She is lethal. And I am going to die. Did I poison myself? Or... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Holy crap. She is powerful. Good thing I've got this saved, am I right? There we go. It's the Skyrim sneak archer method. Oh, come on. Shuriai, please. I'm begging you. Please. This is so cruel. Okay. I'll apply some poison. Yep, okay, I'll take that one.
What? Who are you?
I'm sorry, we seem to have had this conversation before, so you're gonna die for that.
I thought so.
Jesus break, man. Holy crap. She is a powerhouse. Holy crap, how am I supposed to survive this? Oh, I haven't been leveling up properly, I suppose. I'm just gonna use the werewolf technique. Oh god, that was brutal. Do I get stylish points, or are you guys gonna give me the look of shame for werewolfing my way out of that? Okay, so this is the part where I hope that I don't get possessed by the black stone and go insane. Ooh, look at this nice sword. Let's appreciate that. Hold on. Oh, let's see if the light reflects on it. It's got a nice kind of like sharp finish to it. Does anyone else have that moment where they got really into swords? I really wanted to start like learning how to make swords and things like that. I thought that would be one of the coolest things. Alright, this is the part where I go, Jaspar, I'm gonna miss you. I'm sorry that it ended like this. I told you so. I told you so. And yes, for today, I will take it to decorate my house. Alright, let's find the exit. In all seriousness, though, it is quite, I guess, even harrowing how things ended between Jaspar and Adila. There was so much regret and remorse that Jaspar carried for... Oh, alright, I'm transforming. Am I carrying too much? Really? Oh yeah, looks like I am. We don't need this. There we go. I can't loot him out of respect. I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm sorry. I don't have it within myself to truly be that evil. I know Dorian's supposed to be evil incarnate, but I don't have the stomach for it. Oh.
How unexpectedly death calls us to him.
Oh wow, she's got beautiful eyes. That's cool.
Is it not? Unfair.
You're the one who killed Sirius. What are you doing here? Are you gonna kill me too?
You are angry because you blame me for the death of your friend. But I only did what had to be done.
Spare me the lecture. What do you want?
My manner of speaking upsets you. And yet, you are asking for the reasons for my presence. But what would have happened if I hadn't been there in that ship? Let us dare a glimpse, Prophet.
Happily, show me a
A
glimpse.
glimpse into the reality which you prefer to this one. 3 hours after your brawl, Captain Rosio's ship enters the harbor of Ark. You wait until the noise falls silent, and together with your friend, you sneak onto the deck.
Alright, I'm listening.
Almost make it. A few arms lengths from the safety of the dock, a sailor named Rajik takes note of your presence. There is no need for an explanation as to who you are. And maybe on a normal day, Rajik would have let you run.
Why can't this be a normal day,
But
though?
not today. For years, he has been eagerly awaiting his promotion to become a petty officer of the 8th class. And yet today, it was announced that his loathed rival had won it instead of him. And how angry he is.
Please don't say you'll take it out on us.
Furious. And who knows? Maybe it is not too late. What better way to impress the captain than to be the one who discovers 2 stowaways who
Point
have eaten
taken,
the crew's
point
bread for a
taken.
month? From there, it ends quickly. One sword for your neck, the other one for your friends, and no one to grant you a second life this time. But that is not what happened. The first beat of a wing, and where are you now? You have abilities others wouldn't even dare to dream of. You can hear the echo of
Does
the
that
future,
truly bring happiness, though,
and you will
Beelzebub?
make decisions whose extent even you will barely understand. So tell me, Prophet, isn't that a fate preferable to the other?
You're just guessing. There's no way you could have known what would happen.
You accuse me of lying, and your doubts are justified, for I cannot see the future. However, there is no need for that. All that is required is a glimpse beyond the surface, and suddenly it becomes clear that we are nothing but a sea of endless possibilities.
Okay.
And if one listens long enough, the shapeless takes on form, and the unfathomable becomes tangible.
Okay, I really do apologize, Veiled Woman, but, like, my friend's dead. I'm really upset. So, are you just here to confuse me?
You think my intention is to disconcert you, but you're wrong. I am here because you think it was I who took someone you cared for. And although you err, I do not like being seen as a destroyer.
My opinion of you does not matter in the grand scheme of things.
I will wipe away my debt, which was never there to begin with.
Again, you don't have to do anything. I'm happy to just move on with my day. She's transparent. How strange. Okay, so this is actually very interesting. I saw this on the Enderal subreddit recently, and the Veiled Woman is a highly disputed character. Her intentions, her aims, her ambitions are not very clear. So please, if anyone has their theories that they want to develop over the course of this series, please let me know.
Farewell, Prophet.
Well, that is
Maybe
right.
we will meet again. Maybe not.
Okay, please, I'd like to have my eyes back. Jaspar's alive. Hell yeah. Jaspar! You're not dead! I'm actually, in all seriousness, I have played the game once before. And in my first playthrough, I couldn't choose who to romance. Kalia, Jaspar, I was torn. In the end, it was a coins flip and I chose Jaspar. And it was so sad when I thought he died. I was actually really depressed. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? I should have chosen Kalia. I'm in so much pain. And when this happened, I was like, did I do something right? What is happening here? I will spoil the surprise for today. You unfortunately cannot loot him. Oh. So Jaspar, hello, my friend.
That's my name. But Adila, what happened?
I killed her.
But I only remember a flash of fire and then darkness. Everything's so blurry.
Jaspar, I don't know how to say this, but you were dead.
What?
The Veiled Woman I told you about, the one whom we met on the ship, she brought you back somehow. I don't understand it myself.
But... Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I will.
This is all just a little too much.
Of course.
Please, just give me some time with my sister, alright? Go back to Ark with that bloody stone. Go anywhere, but please, just leave me alone.
Of course. Fine. Alright, so basically, please let me know. I'm happy to talk more about like mental health and stuff like that. Or I can talk about philosophy and Nietzsche. Like, you guys, you have the room. I'd love to hear your thoughts and what you're interested in speaking about. I was also thinking we could talk about compassion. That's something that started to pop in my mind now. What is everyone interested in? Let me know if I can find the exits somehow. I will use a scroll. He might have told me that. Yeah, let's just teleport to Duneville. I can take the ferry. Well. Oh, my mouse is a bit messy then. I hope my mouse doesn't break. That'd be really unfortunate. But yeah. I'll just like give a few like key suggestions, I suppose, of each topic. So with the mental health thing, I can talk more about like stigma. I can make funny jokes about like ADHD. If someone's new and watching this and you're like, what? I have that basically, and I was so misinformed about it. I had a lot of biases. So I'm happy to talk about that. I wanted to also talk about Nietzsche and his idea of noble morality and slave morality. I think there's quite a few issues with his kind of binary perception of morality. And I was going to talk about compassion. I'm just wandering around, I'm so confused. This place is confusing. As with the compassion aspect, I thought I could maybe talk about specifically the importance of it and the use of it, whether it's useful when you look at it with human nature. I'm just gonna wait for just a few minutes to see if anyone else wants to pop in the chat. And yeah, I really hope I haven't alienated you, Gravy, if you're still watching. If so, please let me know. I can understand that this is not a topic everyone feels like talking about. Why don't you do a stream or a vid at some point to talk about your experience with ADHD? Sure. I'll happily do that. That's a great idea, thank you. Alright, if I follow the road and take the second left. Okay, I can do that. Alright, I'll choose a random topic if no one else has any opinions once I reach the Myrid Tower. It should be here at some point. Have I gone too far? No, I'm very soon there. There it is. I think that could be quite a lot of fun. I thought about speaking it specifically because, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I was watching a really cool streamer that I've mentioned earlier, and they came across as so authentically themselves that I realized that I was actually embarrassed. I know it sounds terrible, but I was embarrassed to be like, oh, I have this thing. And I felt that like if I didn't talk about it, I wouldn't alienate people or make people uncomfortable or make people have like perceptions of me or sort of it's strange. Like I've simply put, I just was worried to be judged, honestly, because there's a lot of like stigma about those types of things. I want to go to art, thank you. And I'm guilty. I am so guilty of having also those perceptions on other people. Oh wow! Thank you so much, the Twitch Authority, for the follow. Hi. Oh wow, this is awesome. So that's why I thought it'd be really worth talking about it, because I actually have the thing itself. Oh, sorry. Camera's starting to get a bit low, but we're fine for now. I actually have the thing itself, and I also was like, you know, I had like those perceptions that were really unfair. So if that can help anyone out, I'd love to help someone out. I would never, ever, ever have known. I would have gone my whole life without knowing I had ADHD if one of my ADHD... Oh, I know 3 people with ADHD. Well, I guess 4 people with you for today. I would have gone my whole life without knowing I had ADHD if my friend that has it didn't say, hey, you seem to have it. I have it, and you act and do a lot of things that I do and have issues like I do. And that was so mind-blowing. I'm so thankful to that friend. So yeah, since I'm not seeing anyone with a particular opinion, I guess I'll choose maybe philosophy, or we can just... and would it change anything if you never knew? Platinum Coated, I wanted to say thank you so much for your interactions on YouTube and stuff. It's really wonderful to see that you're here as well. Your Taylor Ranfield comment was very funny. That's a really great question. I think, by the way, I'm gonna head to the inn first, and we'll do a bit of exploring since I'm feeling like a bit more of a chatty mood right now. We'll probably maybe go to the Farmer's Coast or something. That's really interesting. That's something I was kind of contemplating myself, because I am an adult, unfortunately. That means I was kind of worried about like, oh, would I have to disclose this at work? How's it gonna work out? Will there be like prejudice, or will I get discriminated against in that sense?
Yes.
So I was like, well, wouldn't it be better if I never knew?
Belfast is blessing, and our room's looking for you.
Yes,
Good.
thank you. I gotta go.
And please,
And
save your business.
I might have changed my mind if I didn't yet get the support that I've been starting to get now. Once I started getting the support for it, I'm not taking medication personally. I might at some point, but that's something that's a bit too scary for me, I guess. I started getting support with my work, my hours. Oh,
Same shit, different.
sorry, it's a bit loud in there. I'm gonna get out of there. I started getting support. Essentially, long story short, I got a lot of support where I'm at,
Why,
where I'm
sir?
studying. I have access to even like it's kind of embarrassing, but I have access to even like having breaks in classes basically. So if there's a class that's multiple hours long, I can just get up, walk around, and have a break really. I also can study in a room with only like 10 people when I take tests and stuff instead of like a horde of people. And that's really helpful. I've always been operating very harshly with myself.
How am I supposed to pay that
Objectively, it takes me double the time. If it takes someone that's say, I don't know, like I'm just gonna say a random number. Let's say it takes someone a whole day to write an essay. It will take me 3 days to write that essay if I can't focus on it, especially if I'm not interested on it. If I'm very interested in the essay, I might write it in like half a day, for example. That's the difference, I suppose. It means that things have been a lot more difficult, and school's been a lot more difficult because I didn't get the support there. You kind of have the expectation that everyone is like neurotypical, so everyone has like the sort of like standard brain where you don't have these difficulties. And with these difficulties, it means that certain things can be difficult. Like you can get, like let's say with someone who has like autism spectrum disorder, maybe they'll get really overwhelmed and have a sort of like meltdown. That person needs help in a different way than someone who's maybe neurotypical and just kind of like having a bad day and they need to like have help in that sense. Long story short, I really hope this made sense. I find it quite hard to articulate my thoughts about this in particular because it's something that's so new to me still. I've only found out this year. Okay, he's dead very quickly. Long story short, it's been very helpful because I wouldn't have been so understanding of myself if I hadn't known. I would have gone on all my life thinking that I'm lazy, that I don't try hard enough, that I don't focus enough, and that's been brutal. A lot of people with ADHD will put in like double the effort. They will try their damn hardest to complete an assignment, to study for that test, but then they'll just be unable to. Like a really embarrassing example I can give is that I often do unfortunately, eat lunch at like 4:30 in the afternoon because I just cannot bring myself to do the task itself. Thank you so much for today. Actually, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your experiences then. Yeah, sure, no worries. If you are comfortable for today, please let me know how you've experienced it, how your thoughts have been. I'm trying to find a nice little cave. What? Is that guy friendly? He's gonna attack me. Watch him straight up maul me like a bear. Please don't.
A fellow traveler. Huh. Greetings.
Greetings.
Huh.
Hello.
Look at that. A fellow traveler.
I'd like to trade some stuff with you.
Well, sure. Let me see. Or tell me what you need.
Here, have a silver sword, have, thank you, that will be all.
Walk blessed.
Alright, why don't we go in this cave, maybe? Yeah. It's a very validating to know that you have difficulties and you can understand why you have those difficulties. because that's how you solve those difficulties. Like, let's say someone is anemic, right? I used to actually... Oh. Let's say someone is anemic, right? They will probably feel really faint a lot of the time and have low blood pressure and pass out. And it would be really helpful for them to know that they're anemic, because that means they get access to maybe iron tablets. And those iron tablets can take away like a lot of symptoms like fatigue and the whole low oxygen in your blood. So that's kind of a similar way of thinking about it. That person with anemia will basically just have access to support that is better geared to help them. Okay, let's kind of hypothesize. I think I'll start moving on to the Nietzsche topic soon. It's important to talk about it with an open mind, but society can be pretty hostile to a large amount of people. That's actually a really good point. That's something I just realized nowadays. I always was brought up with the idea that, oh, I'm neurotypical, therefore, you know, there's nothing wrong with me, as horrible as that sounds. It's only when I started realizing that I had this thing that I was like, oh, it's very interesting the way work hours are structured, the way even like in school, in middle school and high school, primary, university, all of that's structured in a way that's really incompatible with a lot of people that are neurodivergent. So people that have, let's say, learning disabilities or personality disorders. Please elaborate. I'm very interested. What's your source of skepticism? I'll call you Platinum, I guess, for short then. While you write that out, I will quickly try and survey the area and kill these people.
Just need one good haul.
Okay, so there's some wild mages here. We know that usually in this game, people who are wild mages are affiliated with the Pathless. Oh, I'm carrying a bit too much. Probably should have sold a bit more. They're associated as people who are pathless. So maybe they are people who are just trying to get by. Maybe they're not really evil, and it's horrible that that was a very bad mistake to make. Haha! Please, I cannot see where you are, and it's vital that I do. Thank you. Oh, okay, I've just seen your comment. I'm gonna quickly kill this person. That's weird. Oh my god, games out of context sound strange, don't they? Just hold up. I'm gonna murder a guy. Just give me a sec. Okay, maybe I won't have to murder the guy. Okay. Oh, okay, thank you, but like, runaway prisoner. There looks like there is definitely a story here. Oh, looks like we've got another ice asshole. Please stop it. Oh god, I hate ice users. They are the bane of every existence. No. Stop it, you horrible ice user. Thank you. I hate moving slowly in games. It is the worst thing. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, so I've got one more person to murder, one more person to kill. I'm so excited to dig into these replies. Oh wow, she went down in one hit. I feel awful. We can delve the story of this place later. Let's see what's up. Alright, so Platinum Coated says, I've always been skeptical about disorders because you shouldn't define yourself with the disorders you are diagnosed with. You need to focus on how you actually are. That's an incredible point. And that's something that I'm also trying to find the balance with. You can see a lot of instances with people who have disorders or like any sort of like neurodivergence, that there can be a tendency for some, again, not everyone, people are complex and very, very multifaceted, but there can be the tendency to use said disorder as an excuse instead of actually solving and trying to work out what's going on with you. For example, like let's say, hypothetically, with ADHD, there are some unfortunate like descriptors attached, such as laziness, which isn't fair because it is about being able to redirect attention. You don't have a lack of attention, you just are not really good at shifting gears and redirecting it. But let's say because of your ADHD, you're like really late to meeting up with friends, and let's say you, let's just use that. You're really late with meeting up with friends, and your friends get really upset and they say, hey, I really get sad when you don't show up late. It makes me feel like you don't like care to put in the time to hang out with me. And then let's say you say, oh, it's my ADHD, it's just who I am, you have to accept me, take it or leave it. You don't respect who I truly am. That's a bit messed up because that's not taking accountability for it. If we use the same scenario, let's say, again, the friend's like, oh, it makes me feel like you don't like value my time because you're always late. You could be like, hey, I have ADHD, so it means that I'm gonna struggle to see the passage of time. However, I really care about you, so I'm gonna try and use things like alarms and other like better coping strategies to make sure that I am on time to things. That's the crucial difference. I think a lot of people, especially there was like kind of a Tumblr era where like mental illness was really romanticized, yikes. It shouldn't be. A lot of people were romanticizing it and using it as excuses when it's an illness at the end of the day. Like if you have anemia, for example, in the previous example, you need to take iron tablets or whatever your treatment is. You need to take that to get better. Like you could stay anemic, but that could lead to heart complications and other complications in the future. With mental illness, of course, there can be physical complications as well, but it's so important for you to take care of yourself and to appreciate who you are by trying to get in the coping strategies. Because even if you don't want to help other people, you yourself will feel more at peace and less frustrated, at least in my opinion, with everything that you're struggling with. Like let's say, finally, just to finish off, in that same example, let's say I was that person who was always late to things. I would probably end up feeling really shit if I was late to things. I'd really get unhappy because I'd feel like my friends are upset with me, which let's say they might be, right? If I put coping measures in place, like let's say putting alarms and stuff, I would start to feel happier as well because I get to spend more quality time with my friends and to have a more positive experience. I have more time to spend with them. Oh, sorry, camera's dying soon, but we still have time left, don't worry. So long story short, it is so important for you to take accountability of whatever issues you're dealing with, not only to help and support the people that care about you, but primarily for yourself. Okay, so let's now address what For Today has said. I was really curious about their experiences with ADHD because, surprise, they have ADHD too. So I actually am awaiting a formal diagnosis, but my screening and life experience both heavily indicates severe combined ADHD that went unnoticed as a result of me doing well at school for a long time, just by pure luck. Okay. I only realized how much of a problem it was during my first year of uni because I was struggling with a topic that was not right for me. I was coasting on the breadth of knowledge I had naturally obtained thanks to my very loud brain and could no longer do that with a specific subject. Okay, that's really interesting. That really kind of like resonates with one of my friends and their experiences. I'm so sorry if I'm making assumptions about you For Today. It sounds like you were one of the people with ADHD who are quite gifted, I guess that's a compliment more than anything. quite gifted then in that sense. I don't know. So a lot of teachers might probably, again, like I said, with the stigma of ADHD being people who are very distractible and loud and like all of these things, maybe these teachers thought, oh, he's doing so well in school. You know, he maybe has a few behavioral problems, but he just needs to focus or whatever. That's very true. Like, one thing that also relates to me specifically is I was doing a bachelor's of business at one point, and I failed every single class. Like I said, I'm smart. I am. I get good grades, and I like to talk about different shit. I like to research shit. I like to learn from people. I failed every single class in business because it does not interest me at all. I find it terribly tedious to study. And I'd spend hours with a textbook open in front of me with different highlighters, writing things down, watching YouTube videos. Nothing would go inside my brain. Absolutely nothing. Oh. Hold on. Some wolves have come to join us. Alright, is there another starving wolf that would like to make himself known? I'd like to attack you. Okay. What a beautiful view. Gosh, this game is magnificent. Oh wow, looks like there's... Okay, my ADHD to a large extent does define me, says for today. It has impacted every aspect of my life for both the better and the worse. The issues come from the word disorder itself. I prefer to use neurodivergency. ADHD has always existed, it's just that now the world is structured around the daytime work week. I do my best work from I think? Around 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. because my brain does not produce melatonin. Yeah, there are like genuine differences in people, in the brains of people with ADHD. That's a very strange and interesting thing to note as well. I haven't written this many paragraphs in my essay. Oh god, I'm so sorry for the essay writing. God, I hate being called gifted. Oh, since you like to sass me in my streams for today, I'm going to sass you too. So, you like to sass me for dying. Oh gosh, you're so gifted. How's that make you feel? He does great in class, I just wish he'd do his homework. A few dozen teachers throughout my whole life. Oh, bless you, bless you. I really do hope you get the support you need. Like I said, it makes a world of a difference. I feel like I can finally be the version of myself that, like, my teachers back in the day thought I was, and that, you know, I and myself thought I was. The support is able to, like, to help you reach your full potential. Gosh, what a discussion. We went really in depth on that one. I'd love to maybe kind of explore the Crystal Peaks. I didn't do that last time because I didn't have access to any bow and arrows anymore. I have 240 steel arrows, quite a few starling ones. Yeah, I can do this. Find steel arrows. Oh, fantastic. Alright. I have to be mindful, so if the camera stops working, it has like 10% battery, I guess. So if the camera stops working, I am still here, but unfortunately, yeah, stuff happens sometimes. We still have like roughly 20 minutes left of stream. So yeah, I think it should be just good enough, but you never know. Platinum Coated says, and the support isn't there in the education system. It really isn't. That is very true. For example, like, my ADHD has been unnoticed by everyone in my entire life. No one would have ever guessed I had it. To the point where it's almost funny. It's kind of painful, but it's almost funny. I told my some of my parents and some of my family I had it, and they're like, "Are you sure?" I don't think you do. It was the worst thing. Oh my god. And the support system is now the education system that mainly teaches obedience. That is very interesting. I think as well that's kind of how the way that the workplace is structured as well, isn't it? We've seen that some things are kind of arbitrary, if that makes sense. If anyone disagrees, please let me know, of course. Again, love to hear different people's views. Because if you think about, I'll use an example. Someone I know works in an office. And in that office, it is expected for you to work overtime simply because it kind of shows your dedication to the company, to the business. And if you don't do it, if you leave when you're supposed to leave, let's say if it's a 9 to 5 job, let's say you leave at 5, you will kind of be scrutinized by your coworkers and looked down upon because you're not dedicating time to the overtime work that's somehow expected. It's so strange. Okay, so I went to a primary school that was meant to specialize in children with ADHD and autism. Please, I can't bear to read the rest of this. And all I got was told off for asking too many questions about things. No, that's horrible. Gosh. I think that's what education and learning about new things is so important, especially since it looks like both me and For Today had basically been told by the people in our lives that our thing didn't look like the stereotypical presentation of the disorder, I guess. So, just didn't get support for it. That's terrible.
Blessed friend. Sure. Where
Yeah,
to?
it essentially teaches us how to fall in society, so it works for the benefit of the whole society. I guess keeping in line with that reasoning, what's interesting is that what that points out to me is that education has a lot of good potential. I think strongly that the way we can improve a lot of issues in the world today is education, essentially. It's not, in an ideal world, it would be just education, but I think there's a whole other things that we need that I will not get into. I think a lot of things, especially if you look at colonialism and imperialism and things like that, those are things that we are taught in schools. I remember we were kind of taught a favorable presentation of one country in like a conflict or in an event that happened in history purely because it was kind of our country's bias. Oh god, please! No, 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 no. Oh, sweet Lord, have mercy. Oh, the Northern Heartland is a horror. Okay. Oh god, oh god, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. I'm tense, I'm tense. It's gone, right? It is gone, it has to be gone or else that's crazy. Oh, what is that? I thought that was a ghost, but it's just the sun reflected in the stream. Let's grab some food. I need to eat. Meat, of course, as always. Alright, let's see. When my mom realized that my curiosity was gone, she tried to start a fight with my teacher. Oh no! That's really unfortunate. That shows kind of an issue with the education system. I think that like a lot of people can see the value in the education system to help obviously not only just educate people but help give people important values. Oh, sorry. He was having such a peaceful time. I'm a terrible person. Oh, I wasn't hurting him at all. You guys saw that as well, right? Oh, that's why. That's an incredible glitch. What the fuck? Okay. Not really, just what's that in reference to? Oh, okay, that took me a while. I think For Today, are you saying that education system is there to benefit people in positions of power primarily? Is that what you mean? If so, please elaborate. I want to hear what you mean by that. Oh, ooh, I know I already have it, but that's always exciting to get a Butcher of Arc book. Go on, please elaborate. I think I know what you mean, but like, go on, please elaborate for the folks watching, or those who will watch later. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can't kill it. It's looking at me so peacefully, its eyes are penetrating my soul. Unfortunately, like, I really do want to talk about Nietzsche, but I'm scared that it's gonna get a bit too late now. Are you guys still down for Nietzsche discussion, or should I save that for next week? Okay, I've got to do it. I've got to learn how to be evil. It's looking at me like it knows. It's looking at me like, do it. I dare you to. Oh, sorry, friend. I'm so sorry. Okay, information is regularly left out or changed to fit the capitalist ideal and encourage an adherent workforce. Please elaborate what you mean by information is left out. That's a bit too vague from my understanding. I do see what you mean though, like given with, I think since capitalism has been around for like the last 200 years, and since it's had such a prevalent force in the world, we've had like wars over people with their political ideologies. So a lot of things are structured in a quite capitalist way. That's a fair thing to say. I guess logically, if things have been structured in a capitalist way, which they are, Ark, Heartland, Riverville. Oh, let's see if we end up in Riverville. That could be quite sweet. Since encouraging to yeah. So since things are organized in a since things are structured in a capitalist way, because that's how things have turned out in the world, I guess, mostly in most places. It would make sense for a capitalist system to work, for there to be labor. So if I'm putting myself in the shoes, I suppose, of a capitalist, you would want to have your workers really kind of coerced to work and to contribute to the economy. I do think that there are issues and mismanagement of that, and there is a lot to criticize of such a system. Specifically how there is a scarcity of resources, and if you have a system that's based on continual growth, there are issues with that. I think we're kind of experiencing the biggest issues with it right now, as we've seen with the climate change crisis, and profits as well as what do you call that? Extracting resources, I suppose, has been prioritized more over, you know, tackling the climate crisis itself. We've seen firms such as like certain oil companies, I believe, I can't quite remember this, so I might have to research it again, but oil companies have purposefully been very abusive in this aspect. Oh, this is the, oh how nostalgic, this is the route we took with Jaspar, all those. Okay, I'm sorry that I was admiring a view. I'm sorry that you don't like admiring views. Sorry. Gosh, I'm having a nice moment there. Let's see. I remember entirely. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wow, he is pirouetting, he is dancing, he is twirling, he is doing his thing. I remember entire lessons that just uncritically defined the UK as a meritocracy with no reference to civil rights movements, which are taught like they are no longer relevant, or other barriers that may present themselves in disadvantaged positions. Alright, so a really fun thing that I can introduce now actually is, with ADHD, sometimes I will read something and it's gone in an instant. I read it, I processed it, and it's not actually been processed. So Give me a second, I'm gonna process that again. Okay, that's really interesting then. That is actually, not that surprising, I would say. I think the UK does have quite a few issues in that aspect, especially with its colonial past and how there does seem to be a push for people to learn specifically to not learn about British imperialism and things like that on like another scope. I know that's not entirely relevant. I don't need more food. No, I don't wanna. There we go. Okay. I think next week we should definitely do a lot more quests. It's always nice, you know, to take a little time to explore, see some familiar sights that we've seen before, remember how underleveled and horrible I was at the game, taking a screenshot of that beautiful thing. I was playing, I think, the non-special edition version of Enderal, and then I recreated everything about Dorian in the special edition, so memories, that's really nice. Oh gosh. What a different stream we had today, very focused on discussion. That's quite fun though. Oh, I don't think I've actually explored much of those areas down there. There's some really beautiful sights. I think the blizzard stops as well. The music is beautiful. I want to congratulate the composer, just beautiful music. Now this will be a matter of me surviving a cliff. I hope I don't die. In 2016, the leading expert on the Italian mafia declared to UK to be more corrupt, so yeah, oh god, I'll have to fact check that myself. That's really interesting if that's true. Hey, looks like we've got another viewer. Hi there. You caught us in an intense discussion about, and me getting quite intensely stuck in a rock. But yeah, we've been talking specifically about mental health. I'm gonna have to use console commands. I'm so sorry if people are upset by that. Let's use, there we go. Oh, sorry. There we go, I'm not stuck anymore. Yeah, but like I said, we talked about mental health primarily, and that kind of evolved into a discussion about the education system itself. And now we're just doing a bit of exploring. If you're new to Enderal, it's a Skyrim mod. It's a total conversion mod, and it is really good. I highly recommend it. The beginning definitely kind of is a bit too much of tell. You know, there's like that rule of show, don't tell. It's nice to, let's say, if you have like a killer's hideout, and you see like a bloody sword in there, then you're like, oh, that's a killer's hideout, that's very interesting. But if someone say, oh, this is a killer's hideout, that's not as interesting. So that's my only criticism of the game. It's really good fun as well, other than that. It definitely improves on its show but don't tell in the later quest, which we're doing now, so it's amazing. Oh, I don't think I've explored this before. So this is a family crypt. What's really fun about this game is that there's a lot of hidden stories of the different places you can explore, so I'm really excited about that. I will say, very quick disclaimer, the stream will be ending soon as the camera is going to die in a bit, and I do stream from 9 p.m. GMT +1 to 11 p.m. GMT +1, so that's in a few minutes. I'll keep going though. I do want to finish this area. I think we'll explore this dungeon, this crypt, and we'll maybe leave it there. We'll move to the main quest next week. I'll give a little recap next week. Okay, I think there's gotta be a story here. We know it's a family crypt already. We know that there's some undead lurking about. Oh, there he is. Hasn't spotted me. Let's do a headshot. Fabulously fantastic. That was stylish. That was a stylish way to kill a skeleton. I do have the obsessive tendency to carry as much as I can. I should sell some things. Oh, I'm so sorry. It looks like the camera just died now. Oh god. I hope it's not frozen really awkwardly. Did it freeze on a big smile? Yes. Awesome. Hey, it's gonna feel like my old Enderal streams where I didn't have face cam, so we get to fondly, nostalgically remember that. Oh no. I could just end it here, but come on, let's explore the crypt. Let's do that. Now, first observation is that they have gold lying around, so that could be potential offerings, but you know, the inclusion of like a silver candlestick kind of implies that they maybe are wealthy. Also, you know, having a family crypt itself, you probably have to be like a bit like wealthy to afford that. If we recall, there was a conversation we had with the Jaspar in the beginning of the game, one of the companions, and he said that basically people are cremated here when they die, and that's kind of part of their religion. He thinks it's a practical thing. Oh crap! No. Oh wait, I'm okay, I'm not underleveled. This is a good level for me. I can one-shot enemies. He said that people were cremated for their religion, but he also thinks it's a practical thing. Oh, sorry for that. I try to include alarms to make sure that I don't forget to lose track of time. He thinks it's a practical thing, as I said earlier, because it's causing a lot of undead to roam around, and that's not very ideal, that's not very great. Basically, the reason why I think it's a wealthy family is that he says only the wealthy are able to bury their dead. Absolutely getting annihilated by traps. Okay. I got this. You know what? There's no drama. I could put some chill music in the background, you know, wander around, level up, relax, because there is no threat to me right now. Very strange. I think there's a garnet here, so it definitely has to be a wealthy family. We even have these silver tombs that look quite beautiful. And a marksman book, which is great. I think I might be a bit too high level for that now. Okay. I wonder if there's more. Oh, this is a bit dark, mysterious. Okay, it may have gotten flooded actually. Oh, a lost mage. So there's a powerful mage that may have been laid to rest here. They've got a mysterious nomad, they've got a key, the sick soul. That's very interesting. Alright, we need to start dropping things. Let's drop this. There we go. Okay, so they do seem to be quite capable as a mage. Is that it? Wow, interesting. Maybe they were trying to keep that mage locked in for a reason. Or it just flooded, unfortunately. The river just may have, you know, risen, the water levels may have risen, and their crypt got flooded a bit. Alright, so why don't we leave that here then? I'll do a quick save, and I'd like to ask some feedback from you guys, if that's possible. Basically, I have been streaming for a few months, and I've recently really tried to step my game up as much as possible. And I basically just want to ask you guys, did you enjoy it? Is there anything I can do better next time? If you just want to like leave and hop away, feel free to do. I understand, no problem. But if you didn't mind just taking a moment to say what you liked, what you didn't like, then we can make this even better for next time. But yeah, the stream is pretty much ending. As you can see, we have the closing sort of like outro screen that I've popped up. I think I'll just wait maybe 2 minutes or so, and then I'll just leave it there, really. I want to say thank you so much for everyone who's joined Platinum Coated. It's been absolutely brilliant having you here. Thank you so much for interacting. Bumhole and Gravy, fantastic as well. Love the name. Appreciate the tea drinking and the British jokes. Oh god, for today, yo. Thank you so much. Oh gosh. Thank you so much for being part of my streams, by the way. It's so fun and interesting to see how like we can connect from like a distance. And we can all like have an opportunity to talk with each other and like get to know each other that way. Oh, thank you so much, Platinum Coated. Yeah, this has been so fun. I love that you guys can just see like the black void from my face now. I swear my camera was charged almost 100%, but I do need that extra 10% just to make it last all the way through. I actually can charge it while I stream, so I'll do that next time. And yeah, see you guys later then. I'll be back on Wednesday with Hollow Knight. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough, I guess. Like basically, like if you had a good time, that means I've done well today, and if not, then I can always improve. I know, like, if I feel like happy was when I've had like a really fun time. I love that I got to really talk to a lot of you guys today and get to know a lot of you. So yeah, see you guys. I'm doing a wave, a smile, and a peace sign. Bye bye.